Super in depth? I will for you. But, let me just look at your Bolden. I'll look at your Bolden. So I think you're see that menu. Yeah, that menu was pretty good. Yeah. I am a big. I know Scotto hates it. But the fact that Scotto hates it's why he doesn't have Com Gold mini flex. Um, I'm a big pusher of setupless in most of the game because you can learn setupless for most spots without it being that like difficult. So like here, right? Like if you watch my runs, I double side flip here. I wrench swing to gain speed out of the thingy, and then the double jump straight up has the height boost out of the wrench swing, which let me charge um straight out. And yeah, you can get finicky either way, but you can also pull it back in if you do it right. So yeah. Also yeah, you should have full nanotech because upgrading nanotech loses time. You got 96% and 30%. Ooh, Jazar. Man's popping. This man's a genius. Oh, damn, that's hard. I don't even want to like think about how hard that is. Oh, any collectibles? Oh, okay, that's fair then. That's fair actually. You won't mid-run do it then. Um, doesn't use it. He does use this timing method, Cowset. He's the one that said we should use it. The only reason he doesn't use it in his like PB is because it didn't exist when he got his PB. But since then he was like, "Yo, Fear, we should do this," and I was like, "Yeah, that's actually a good idea." But yeah, setupless, freaking setupless. And even if you're not doing dynamo storage, okay, yeah. So you accidentally change your angle on the decoy there. You got to be straightforward there, else you lose all your speed essentially. If it's not from that pillar, it's from the door itself or from the barriers you hit on. Like, yeah, Sneep doesn't do the new timing. I'm a pusher here. Even if you have Rhino, you should be doing the new Aranos 2 strat, the wall climb, even though it like is more boring. It saves hella time and is way more consistent, etc. You don't need Rhino at all, realistically, in no IMG. Sorry, in NG Plus. So, um, everyone I think should move towards doing the thing where you have wrench out. So what you do, you have decoy here, right? You charge decoy side flip, hit square to pull out the wrench. So then you land and you do the thing you do on Yeetle to cancel it with the double tap circle into Hyper Strike. That means you have wrench out with decoy as your primary, so you can do the double tap circle on Aranos 2, which means you can get to the wall without bonking and go straight into the clip. Um, and it also means you don't have to deal with a weapon lag here, so it's way faster. Like other than Misspot and NG Plus, you don't need the Rhino at all, so don't use it at all. It's a waste of time. Even if you're not doing dynamo storage. Alright, catch you later, Nath. This is running. You can do that, but there's no point. I'm gonna be real with you. There's just straight up no point. Do it like that. You know, I'll just analyze this right now. Bugger it. Yeah. Like it's faster. You never get weapon lag. You can control your side flip better if you just use the decoy. And then if you do the cancel forward, then you can go straight into the camera rather than having to double tap triangle or anything funky like that to pull it out, which does actually interfere with your camera because it'll frick up your camera adjusting. Same thing I said to Torp about all of the Clank section. I'm not gonna watch your Clank section because same thing I said to Torp. Again, watch the Com Gold and match it step for step. Is exact like that's how you get good at the Clank section. Match the Com Gold step by step. Like that's all I can say. I don't bonk, he says. So I gotta pull this up. Ugh. I don't bonk. Yeah. Uh. Decoy, decoy. Oh my god, no, don't do this. Decoy, please. Just use the decoy. Just use the decoy here, man. And yes, there is reasoning behind the decoy. The decoy gives you better control over how you change your angle because it's less tight. It comes back less, and it doesn't like the wrench can hit the wall and then do a mini SI, but the underside SI, in which case you actually lose height, and that is the thing you want least of all, losing height here. Um, yeah, so decoy out, turn back, and then go straight, back. Yeah, so you did a similar thing to Torp. You're pulling back more than Torp was, but you're still not pulling back enough. You need to be pulling, like, hard back. Like, look at the diagram I drew, Torp. I'm curious if you're gonna get cucked by the other section, though. Don't? Good. Good, and then you don't get cucked by the second lip. Good. Then you turn. You're gonna lose time here, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, so you pretty much, even though it looks okay, you really want to be, I don't know how to word it. Make sure that you can always see, because if you're doing the height, like if you're pulling back properly, then you'll actually reach that side way quicker than the you reach the side rather than height, and you want to be able to see this lip come up before you get around. All right, I'll look at your gold after this. L1 clipping here is quickest. Just L1 cancel into it neutral. Don't climb for so long. You got way above it and kept jumping, which loses time for a variety of reasons. There's a new strat here where you do the whole. Do you do it? No, you don't do it. It's like a 0.7 second time save, maybe more, where you don't even do it the whole way. You jump out like we always used to. You jump, which fixes your camera, and then you line it up over the button, charge over, wrench, swing, back, and charge straight out. Pressing L1, like just pressing L1 rather than holding L1 and then pressing circle is different. It does different things, Sneepy. I can tell you were just pressing L1 there. You've got to be holding L1 out of the cancel and then thingy. Oh wait, you said you wanted me to look at wait, is this the gold? That's Bolden. Do you have your gold highlighted on this fella? This one? My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Are you doing old or new timing method? You're doing old timing method, aren't you? For comparison, I'll look at this. So what, your gold was what, a 228, I think, is what it said on your PB. So this is 227, which loses 3 seconds. So your Aranos 2 is losing time somewhere. Because this would be like a 220, 224. Is it just Clank? Color me not convinced. Actually, you know what? Color me convinced. That was pretty shit. um, uh, yeah, it's pretty quick. You lost too much height there. You want to charge again because distance isn't an issue here. You want to optimize the charge out so that you get height rather than distance. So when you charge here, you want to charge more this way so that when you cancel, you can pull back and then you'll be higher up the wall because height is what you need, not distance. rather than how you've charged out and gone for the distance. It's a minuscule detail, but it's all the small stuff here. There's a bunch of lips you can catch yourself on climbing as well, and that's like the thing. Again, you're not pulling back here at all. You're losing time. Um, there we go. Now you're pulling back. Yeah, that's better. But you weren't at the start. D-pad? Yeah, D-pad should be how you clip with it, decoy, no matter what. Like every time. People that aren't using D-pad yet are slow. Meta told me that you were interested in HDD accurate read runs. I have that record, but it's 2 hours long. Can you DM it to me on Discord by any chance? I need to look into that. I probably won't get to it anytime soon because I need BCPS3 loads as well. Granted, I think I've got some of them now actually. I'll need to sit down and do that at some point, but yeah, if you could DM that to me, that'd be great. Yeah, so height is the main issue. However, if you get it perfectly, you still don't actually lose height. You pretty much get up here straight away. You kind of lost height here, but you also got here late. Like, so the distance, because you weren't pulling, like, you didn't get the distance as quick as you can. So, how quickly you reach, or how quote-unquote quickly you reach this point in height is kind of cheated. I'm gonna do something because I'm curious. What was your clang section? 39-ish. $316. Wait, no, 216. I think it was. 216. 6. Just remember my timings wrong, but yeah, that's pretty good. I'm forgetting my timings. I haven't. Oh wait, no, I don't have a good gold with it yet. I've only IL'd the new strat, lol. Oh, well, I've done it in runs, but I haven't had a good gold with it yet, so I don't have a good comparison. Um, but yeah, that's pretty good. It's just your clank section which sucked here. But even then, clip quicker. If you get this clip quicker, you should be able to every time clip. Like that clip was quick. I mean, it's not the clip itself which was slow. I mean the clip, and then you double jump through the wall straight into the wall climb. It's like a 0.7 second time save, which is huge. And then you overclimb. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Again, the thing where you do the canceling swing thing. Yeah, overall pretty decent. Oh god, I just saw the start of that gone. Just didn't see it. Why are you nuking there? No one in their right mind has ever nuked there, bro. Why? Oh, don't look. Alright, I won't look at your Gorn. Look at what I said to Torpedo's Gorn, and analyze my Gorn. No, not my Gorn, sorry. Analyze Scotto's Gorn. My Gorn's pretty good, but not as good as Scotto's. So just look at Scotto's. You know how to do Gorn? Sure, but like at the same time, what's your gold? This is not meant to sound like a roast. A 37 old strat, like even old timing method gold was like a 35-2. So you're still like 2.4 seconds behind com gold. So you've still got, and I know you're capable of playing at com gold level because you have in the past. And I'm sure you can again. Granted, you played when it was a little less optimized, but you know that's a different topic. But I'm sure you can play at com gold level again. So something like Gorn is a real pain in the ass. Scotto's Gorn is. You gotta realize with something like Scotto's Gorn Gold, it's not realistic to hit in runs, and he knows that. Everyone knows it. Because he plays stupid YOLO, you always take those extra couple shots on every ship, usually. So you lose like half a second to a second just on safety that you need to take in a run. Even he said, like, he just did it because in his grind for 256, he just YOLO'd every Gorn, and eventually he got it after like 150 attempts. So like, you know, little bit of grain of salt with Gorn. Like my Gorn is that like my Gorn gold is a much more accurate representation of in run speed kind of thing. 257. Oof. Go under. Going under is quicker. Oh, you're not doing hover bomb. Uh, I'm gonna assume it's because you didn't have consistency with it. Again, look at what I said to Torp. What I said to Torp is pretty much the advice I can give. And then yeah, just play around with it a bunch. It sucks, but I'm not gonna watch you sheep. Be closer to him. If you're a bit closer to him, he'll die quicker again. Like yeah, looking at him and being closer to him. Which when you do new strat is nice and easy because you're up on the bridge. It goes on to challenge mode on 256, Devil. And 257 makes it a true NG plus again. Like 256 is the magic number for NG0. That's what you mean. When you do implement poke, one thing I will say is make sure you practice doing this strat out of the vendor. You'd think it's the same, but it spawning you in a different spot is really annoying. Everyone that's done it, as far as I'm aware, has had issues with doing it here. It's a real pain in the ass. I don't know why you turned away. Dude, out of vendor, that's good for you then, I suppose. It's not harder, it's just different. And I had months of muscle memory. Slow setup. Also a slow setup. I feel like I roast everyone's setups here because I have stupid fast setups. I'm just gonna be real, I have really fast setups here. I haven't got a good gold with vendoring, but if you look at my pre-vendor gold, which was like a 110 or something, 110 new timing method, then you'll realize that I barely look at these. I just do them. Because they're the same every time. You should always hyper strike there. Doing that little step, even though you might go, oh, you're not hyper striking, it loses time. I get why you did the charge turn around the thing, but you're a lot better to just take it, like land, fix your camera while you're charging down, and then strafe walk to go straight. It's a lot better to charge straight out of the landing essentially than to turn to get your positioning. That spot is one of the few spots I say angle, a camera angle over positioning every time. Because it's one of the camera angles which is stupid important. Single jump there. You might think the single jump is just a small style thing. It's not. Single jumping saves a bit of time. I timed it a while back. I don't remember the exact number, but I timed it like 2 years back. And it's faster. The single jump up here. Especially if you get the neutral speed out of the side flip onto the rail. And then, yeah, you walked for too long there. After getting it, and then yeah, you should have charged around and recharged. That was work on your rail. If you want to play world record level, work on your rail. That I could critique every single section of that rail. If you cut that rail into 6 segments, I can critique all of them. Like, it just work on it. God, I'm being a freaking harsh man today. You charged for a little too long. That was very lucky not to drop you, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, good angle there. Good angle there. Mash X, good angle. Turn right. Yeah. Like I said, I could see it in the air, turn right. because you charge too far away. I get the safety there, but you can get the angle every time, so you probably should. I don't know if you do side flip SI. Side flip SI you definitely should learn if you're not doing it already. Good, you're doing the setup list there. Learn the side flip SI. It's annoying at first, but it is consistent, so you know how to do it. If I have a file on Yeetle, I'll teach you. When I jump on my console after this. You charge around there for too long. Like, any time where you have time to turn and then keep charging is too much. Your angle was fine, you need to recharge. I don't know why you waited so long to hit there. You had the single jump and the triangle input was open for ages. You should have just, like, you can triangle input even before you see the press triangle to enter thing. Like, it's literally just, it's hyper strike, mash X, mash triangle. Like, you know. Does nothing. That's why you mash! And it works every time on chip if you do it right. I guarantee you, I never have issues with dropped inputs on chip. Again, same as I said the talk. It's never quicker to not hyper strike there because you have to set it up. Are you doing new movement? Oh yes, side flip to the left though. But I'm proud of you for doing new movement. Swag as frick. And faster. Shield should be on. Granted, I guess if you don't need it, don't put it on. Doesn't really matter as long as you don't. Technically, putting shield on straight away can give you slightly better angles. It's minuscule, and the arguments for and against can be made either way. Personally, I put it on before, but I'm gonna say that one's preference. You cancelled too soon. That clip could have been quicker. Should be looking to the left diagonal here so you don't get dropped, because else you can sometimes. Otherwise pretty good. There is the new strat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it in runs. You can wrench jump straight to the trigger. Saves like 0.4. I think it was. It's harder, so I'm undecided. Yeah, I'm the same. Hoverbomb Protopet is piss easy once you learn it, and I'm really disappointed in you for not doing it. I'm gonna be real with you. Gonna be honest with you, Chief. If you sit down and practice it for 5 minutes, making sure, because keep in mind, if you kill him a bunch of times in a row, even if you go back to before you kill him, you can still scale him down by doing that. But yeah, it's really easy to learn new Protopet with like 5 minutes of playing around with it. You'll still mess it up sometimes, but for the most part, even if you mess it up, you can back it up and make it the exact same speed. Optimal strats besides Dynamo. Yeah, I'm doing all optimal strats aside from arguably the biggest one. Frick you. Yeah, no, that's fair though. That's fair. Dynamo saves more time than Sliver like Boss, I'm pretty sure. Because of this. In theory, if we did perfect setupless stuff like we did at the start, it would have saved like the 7-8 seconds we originally envisioned, but because of how we have to set it up, it only ends up saving like 5. So the double charge is actually better.